There was something in the air that night. I didn't know what to do with it. There was something in the air that night, in the air that night, in the air that night. There was something I had feared last night.
All right, first I'm going to say I have the flu, so my voice is kind of raspy. I can't go nowhere for Christmas, so I decided to make this video about these kids, as their story deserved to be heard. And what else did I have to do while laying on the couch sick? Also, it was too cold to film inside my she shed, so I'm having to film inside my house. A bald young girl has been rescued from a house of horrors, where a mom and her accomplice, boyfriend, are alleged to have killed her son Blu Rolland and hid him beneath the floorboards of the house. Mother of the kids, Ashley Rolland, and boyfriend Nathan Bridges, have now both been charged with capital murder, abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and endangering the welfare of a minor. Ashley, the mom, is facing 2 extra charges for permitting the abuse. Come join me, Holly, in the murder she shed for this breaking case. Authorities were called to the family home in Arkansas on Friday, December 16th at 10:45 p.m. after the girl's grandma, who is said to have been trying to gain custody of her grandchildren for more than a year and had paid all kinds of money in order to just get some weekend visits, came to pick up her granddaughter. Karen McGee Rolland is the children's paternal grandmother. She went to the home of Ashley Rolland, the children's mother, and her boyfriend Nathan Bridges to pick them up. This is when she heard the girl whining and immediately knew something wasn't right and knew she had been hurt. She said, "I heard Taylor whimpering. Of course, I didn't know what was going on, and I bust through the door myself because I didn't like the whimpering. She sounded like she was hurting. If this gran hadn't been so insistent, Taylor would have ended up dead too. Taylor had puncture wounds like scissors had been poked through her head. Looked like she had been strangled around the neck. Bite marks on her legs. Several fractured ribs and an old injury to her leg that had been fractured before and it didn't grow back correctly. Her beautiful hair had been chopped off. She had burns all over her body in various stages of healing, and her feet were so burned she's not hardly able to walk to the bathroom." Gran Karen said the children's mother claimed Taylor had a rash, but Taylor told her Gran that Bridges, the horrible boyfriend, had held her under boiling water. The injuries, identified by medical personnel as severe burns, were allegedly left on the youngster after Bridges also held her head underwater as punishment for her behavior issues. Officers wrote that the water was scalding hot and that Bridges eventually released Taylor before she could succumb like her brother. Taylor, who is 6 years old, only weighed 36 pounds. Some stories I've read that says she is 7, so I'm not sure if it's 6 or 7. Graham Karen told officers the girl could barely even walk and that her clothes were soiled in urine. Taylor's first request was to ask for something to eat and drink. Can you imagine being that cruel to a little girl that you wouldn't even allow her to eat or drink? Graham Karen told Taylor that she was safe, and she said Taylor had a look of sheer terror. She most likely had witnessed the death of her brother, who was found under the floorboards of the house. And I can just imagine she watched as they buried her brother. I imagine she was terrified. Officers who entered the home would then find newly nailed down boards and disturbed earth underneath on the floor of the home. And under the first layer of dirt, they found a child's flip-flop, a red and blue blanket, and the pungent odor of decay. After finding the blanket, they then discovered an unidentified mass, believed to be a small human boy, wrapped in multiple layers of plastic bags. They believe Blu had been murdered 3 months before his body was discovered. Bridges had shoved Blu's head in a toilet bowl as punishment for biting the man's finger. Blu's body was found on December 16th on what would have been his 5th birthday. Some people are saying 6th birthday, so it's unclear also whether it's his 5th or was going to be his 6th birthday. Either way, it was his birthday that the boy's body was found on. Horrible. Ashley, the mom, told police that Blu died September 9th after the alleged drowning. According to cops, Ashley told investigators that Bridges also injured Taylor during his alleged tirade last September. Blue's body was discovered after Ashley told Graham that Blue was not at the residence, but Karen knew something wasn't right after seeing the shape Taylor had been in, so she immediately called authorities after she got Taylor to the hospital. Karen called them and said she believed her grandson was dead. When county deputies arrived, they were met by Ashley Rowland's father, Timmy Childers, who told them that his daughter admitted to him that the boy was dead inside the home. It was not made clear why Ashley had the black eye and bruised face, but I wouldn't doubt if it didn't involve Bridges. Ashley said that when she went into the bathroom after Bridges left it, she saw her son struggling to breathe and his body was limp. She then told officers that Bridges cut a hole in the wooden floor, dug a hole in the ground, and buried Blue under the house. But Rebecca Fitting, whose relationship to Ashley was not immediately clear, told police that Ashley said Blue had come out of the bathroom with his face and body swelling and foaming at the mouth before collapsing and dying. She alleged that Ashley Rowland said she did not know what to do and had buried Blue under the floorboards, which could explain her 2 extra charges of permitting child abuse. Guys, when I first heard this story, I thought it had happened in a different country and then realized it happened in my neighboring state, Arkansas. Our child welfare laws have to improve or we're going to see many more children die because they give the birth parents, usually the mom, repeated chances, even after seeing the child is being abused. The little boy's body was found in the hallway under floorboards. How could a mom walk over those boards every day and not tell anyone? Also, see her daughter slowly dying and still stay with this man. I won't understand it. I don't get it. I don't care how abused I was getting. I would not allow this to happen to my children. I would die leaving for my children. I don't get it. I honestly don't. It sounds like Karen and Blue's father had been fighting for a while to get at least some custody of the children. According to Karen, she had been fighting well over a year to see the children. The court records show that Karen's son, Dustin Rolland, the father, and Ashley married in December 2015 and divorced in June 2021. Ashley was granted primary custody and charged with coordinating the father's visitations through Karen. It appears that Ashley started dating Bridges in April of 2022. Bridges has some disturbing Facebook posts and appears to have some anger issues. Dustin reopened the custody case September 14, 5 days after Blue is believed to have died, by filing a complaint alleging that Ashley has failed and refused to allow visitations as ordered. Ashley was served with the complaint at what looks to be Bridges' home in Morrow, Arkansas on September 27th and filed a response nearly a month later alleging her ex-husband had failed to pay child support or show up to visit sober. Dustin denied those allegations, saying that he paid child support from the beginning of the custody battle and has been trying to fight for his kids. Rolland and Bridges first appeared in court Monday for a probable cause hearing. Both are being held without bond and are next due in court January 17th and have been appointed public defenders. The autopsy results will not be released for at least another month, and then we will learn the official cause of death and all the abuse this little boy went through. Taylor was in such bad condition but still alive, so I can't even imagine what Blue went through before he passed away. Graham Karen Rolland is trying to get guardianship of Taylor. There has been a GoFundMe account set up to help Karen to be able to fix her house up and make room for Taylor at her home, and also the expense of Blue's funeral. They've already started fixing Taylor's room up, and she was released from the hospital today, according to the GoFundMe account. I put the link below in the comments if any of you would like to donate. According to the GoFundMe account, the CT scan found fluid on her brain. The last update on the GoFundMe account said she did feel better in spurts. She has been running fever due to the infection from the wounds, though. Anita Whitby started the GoFundMe account and is apparently the children's grandmother. It appears she is also a grandmother from the father's, Dustin's side of the family. She has put an update out that stated those babies begged for me not to take them home, to let them stay with me. She stated I knew I had to fight for their rights to take care of my grandkids, but the law would not let me do anything. Show proof, they said. I asked DHS to talk with the kids, investigate the problem. Show proof. My word didn't hold anything. The mother had all the rights, she said. Ashley kept them out of school, said she would homeschool them. Anita also said, she said, I am laying next to my granddaughter in her hospital bed because that's where she wants me to be so she can sleep. I'm listening to pain from her injuries and hearing her cry under the dreams she is having while waking up, making sure I'm next to her, protecting her from someone harming her. Y'all, my heart is broken just reading that. She said doctors come back and say she shows fluid on her brain, fractured ribs, wrist, leg, arm, fractures that didn't heal properly, with no doctor checkups, bite marks, burns from boiled hot water thrown on her. The kids were malnourished. She eats wondering if she will get to eat again, eating crumbs and asking for more food. Ashley was getting food stamps and child support. Lots of both, but I'm guessing drugs were the primary focus, she said. Doctor says to watch how much she can eat because her body has went without too long and doesn't know how to process it. The joy she is feeling is something that she is enjoying, but processing her head around with wondering how long is this going to continue. Scared it could end and begs not to go back to her old home situation. Guys, I do not have a grandchild, but it must be the most agonizing thing to want to help your grandbaby. But the law will not allow you to. I can't even imagine the pain right now they must be going through. Anita said Blue was Taylor's best friend and she felt she needed to look after him. And she thinks that Taylor will feel guilt about the situation. My prayers go out to this family at this heartbreaking time. I'm so glad they were able to save Taylor. It looks like it was a close call on her too. Just a sad, sad story that I wanted to get out to you guys. I just wish we knew how to prevent these. Wish there could be changes made. It's just horrible that it's a repeat of the same thing over and over again. And it seems to be getting worse. It seems that more children are dying from the abuse of usually the mom and the boyfriend. Usually that's how it is. It's sad. It's a horrible situation. Like I said, I'm praying for them and I'm going to put that GoFundMe account in the links if you'd like to help with her getting her new room. And also the funeral costs. I do love y'all, and I hope I'm feeling better soon. And I hope y'all have a Merry Christmas. I'm going to try to. I'm going to be here by myself. My family's going, our relatives. I can't go because I don't want to get anybody sick, so I'm going to stay here. But that's okay. I'll live. All right. I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a blessed holiday. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, whatever it is for you. Love y'all. Bye. To do while laying on the couch sick, so not going to be a fun Christmas. Also, I'm doing this inside my house. What's making that loud noise? Is it the washing machine? There's going to be extra noises, probably the fire popping and my dog's walking around. Yeah, my dog's walking around, so no. My husband is not cooperating. He keeps turning that stupid TV on. I made him go in yonder, and they turned the TV on in yonder. Trying to get this done. It'll be a long time of filming. One of the dogs is itching now. We're going to get through this eventually. I don't know if you can hear all that, but I can definitely pick it up. I could get this done quick if you guys would cooperate. You're not going to cooperate, are you? Samo says bye. He loves y'all, and he hopes y'all have a Merry Christmas and a happy holiday. He's just sitting in front of the warm fire today. He don't want to move, and I can't blame him. It's cold. It's like, a while ago it was 7 degrees here. It's freaking cold. It's cold, isn't it, Simon? We don't even want to be out there, do we, buddy? 7 degrees is too cold for a little buddy to be out. You have dogs out in this, please bring them in. It's too cold for them. Animals shouldn't be out in this. I know. We shouldn't be in this cold. Sure, Bubba. No. He's too sweet of a boy. Oh, here comes that one. Comes another one.
There was something I had feared last night. I didn't know what to do with it. There was something in the air that night, in the air that night, in the air that night. There was something I had feared last night.